Hello and welcome to Traffic Paradise Radio. I'm Uno, and if my internet is working, you're hearing me. And Immy is joining us today. Hello, Immy. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing better than your internet, so that's a good sign, I'd say.
Yay. We love traditions here at Traffic Paradise Radio. So much fun. Speaking of traditions,
Oh,
Mexico is coming up soon. Are we going to play the song again and get demonetized?
what song did
I
we
mean, well, we
play?
don't really.
Was it that woman?
Fuck. Hi, Zeph.
You got that sentence out eventually. What song did we play?
Stand by your man.
Oh yeah, that lady. Okay. Oh,
Yes. I think it's
well,
Tammy something. Tammy Wynette. Tammy Wynette.
yes. Oh, I mean, it's not like we'd get monetized anyway, so you might as well do the opposite.
Yeah.
Take
Some
advantage of
random
it.
company in Russia stole. Yeah, they took our 3 views from that video and took money from us. Not that we've ever made money, but anyway, it was just really funny and awkward. But yeah, so yeah, let's just do it again. We'll do it again for funsies. Okay, so it seems like you can hear me. So let's just start it off. Welcome to Traffic Paradise
Oh,
Radio. We're here to talk about the predictions for Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. Very exciting stuff ahead. We had an epic race last weekend. Lots of things happened. And now we're moving on from that right away to Italy, where it's usually a mega race. You can see from that picture right there, it is the home of Ferrari. It's always a big deal. And the crowd is wild there. They absolutely love their motorsports. And yeah, it's usually a great race. So hopefully it will be this year as well. Emmy, anything to add?
I don't have much to add. I mean, I'm sort of hoping Ferrari can pull something out of the bag here this weekend. Realistically, will they? Probably not. But hey, who knows? I'm excited. I like Monza. It's a good track. A lot of good tradition. I just don't remove tracks like Monza from the calendar. I'm so sad that Zandvoort's going. It's such a good track. Look at how good of a race it produced. Like,
I mean, it was a tremendous race
and it's,
in
I
some
mean, it's such a
ways.
good track.
In other ways, it was heartbreaking. But yeah,
Not tremendous for Uno.
no.
But
But I mean, yeah, it was okay. No, it was the racing itself was brilliant. Even my guy, he was brilliant. I've got nothing. He raced amazingly. So it just yeah. But there were awesome overtakes. There was a lot going on. And yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed it. We saw people spinning off crashes. So the track itself lends itself to interesting things. And
yeah.
yeah, I don't understand why they've let it go. And instead we're gonna get Mario Kart in Saudi Arabia. I don't
Well, I
get it.
think that Saudi Arabia track's replacing the other Saudi Arabia track, though, isn't it? So that's like one
I
for
mean,
one.
yeah, but okay,
Which
yeah, but I mean,
which
what? So
sucks
we're
because
gonna
I like the Saudi Arabia track. So
the Mario Kart one or Jeddah?
no, Jeddah.
Jeddah,
I like
yeah.
Jeddah.
The Mario Kart one is just gonna send drivers flying over the edge to their death. It's just
Oh,
not
I
well
mean,
designed. Anyway,
hey, the runoff I think is longer than Kota turn one, so it's in theory it's fine, but there's always it's fine in theory until somebody breaks the theory, and then safety regulations are always made from bad situations.
yeah,
But hey,
there's gonna be a
I
new
can't write that.
regulation. All tracks cannot be more than 1 meter off of the ground.
Genuinely.
Anyway, hello Neve,
Uh,
welcome. I did say hi to Jeff earlier, but I don't know if it was heard. So in theory, it's
I
fine
heard it.
until someone goes bowling. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll be just an extra tense one. So
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
wait. I can't wait.
Let's instead of focusing on the far away future, let's focus on the near future. In other words, let's focus on what's going to happen on Saturday. So, oh yay, I've heard it. Yay. Okay. So on Saturday, pole position. Who have you put, Immy?
Okay, there's a strategy here. I want Ferrari to do well, but I'm realizing that maybe I won't get everything, so I sort of just put them everywhere. So, everybody's getting their pole positions. Charles Leclerc is my pole position prediction. He's done it once. He can do it again, I think. He's supposed to be the pole merchant. So, put the car on pole is your job. I've decided. He should do it. There you go. That's my expert analysis.
Great. Pole merchant sounds like a stripper, but
oh
great.
My God.
That's great.
Well, yeah.
So yeah,
right.
I mean, you might as well go straight on to my one because we've got the same prediction. So yeah, I mean, I think this will be the race where he gets it done. Ferrari's not had the greatest season, obviously, but as we've said before, they usually design the car to be good at Monza. So, I mean, obviously they want it to be good everywhere, but they'll always make sure it's good at Monza for the most part. So I do think that we're going to see a bit of Forza-ing this weekend. And we've always said on this channel, like, never Forza too hard because you will end up regretting it. And, well, Immy and I might very well be in that position come Sunday or Saturday, even for this prediction. But yeah, a bit of hope and dreams is always good. So Charles Leclerc, pole position, sounds good to me. And it would make things interesting because it's going to be an interesting dynamic that we haven't yet seen this season. So has he had pole this season? I don't think so.
Yeah, it just happened. Hungary.
Did it? Oh God, Hungary. That was like months ago. I've lived like 12 lives.
The race before the last one, it was just those like summer break in between.
What was that, like 2022? I can't remember that far back.
But yeah, I mean, what a Charles pole does do is it means whichever McLaren is behind them, they do have to try and get that overtake done. Because otherwise, like with Oscar in Hungary, it means that they can't like control the race in the way Oscar's good at controlling a race. He can't do it behind Charles, obviously. And so that allowed Lando to try different strategies and give him a bit of an edge that he didn't have in a place like Zandvoort. So it adds another element. It's really interesting.
Oh my God, I understand now why I forgot it. It's because he had a dreadful race.
Oh yeah, it was
I just remembered now. Like,
yeah,
I think I just like blocked it out of my memory because it was like just so bad.
I mean, yeah, Charles was really good at like keeping his car extremely wide in the first stint, and then I don't know, they did something with the front ring or with the floor or something. Something happened, and then the car just like died. No pace, absolutely no pace.
Tragic.
Okay. Who knows?
Okay, so talk us through what has everyone else predicted. I'm expecting lots of red today. Ah, there we go.
Kira's going with us. We've all predicted Charles. Obviously, no one has predicted Lewis because he has a 5-place grid penalty. So, although I don't know if anybody would have predicted Lewis anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they were gonna, but yeah, bless him. Shame. He's not having the best season. Okay, so we've got one other red and then a whole bunch of papaya, the usual suspects.
Yeah, one for Lando with Neve and Lee and Tay and Willow have all gone for Oscar, which
we always do this. Like Lando will have a good weekend and we'll be like, oh, he's going to be on pole next weekend. And then Oscar will have a good weekend and we'll be like, oh, he's going to be on pole next weekend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are very recency biased. Okay, you know, I don't admit to being the best predictor, even though I am winning right now.
I mean, in fairness, our Charles prediction here is very much the opposite of recency bias. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't really his fault, but yeah, what a bad time he had. Okay, so P3. I'm imagining we're gonna see some red here. So let's go ahead and see who we've got.
Okay. But because I'm trying to go all Forza, my P3 is Lando Norris.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to say here apart from it was just sort of a Ferrari and the two McLarens on the podium, and the McLarens are going to be in either order. You can argue that Lando kind of has a little bit of an edge because Oscar's giving up a free practice this time, but then Lando gave up one in Austria and he was like completely fine. So,
Yeah.
you know, it depends, but we'll see how much that affects Oscar. Realistically, it won't. He was good at Monza last year. But it's always going to be between those two. They're always going to be very close. That's what makes this championship fight interesting. Even with the larger gap, it's still interesting. Like anything can happen. But he's my third place pick.
Okay, and might as well show mine as well because I've gone for the exact same thing. I have a strange feeling we might have the exact same predictions. I haven't actually looked at your predictions. We'll wait and see. Yeah, so Lando, not a great weekend. Obviously, not really his fault. You know, it was bound to happen eventually with McLaren. Someone was going to have an issue, and it just, I mean, what a championship this would be if it had been the other guy. But unfortunately, it was Lando, and now we're stuck in this like playing catch up and hoping for a miracle to keep this championship alive.
It has been done. It has been done. Like that gap's been overturned 3 times. So
no, definitely. With the two of them being like the front runners just in the field, you know, because of the McLaren dominance, it's, you know, it's so much easier for things to go wrong when you have to move through the pack. But when you're always in front, like it's very unlikely that someone's gonna, unless you're trying to lap Franco Colapinto, and then you might just get
yeah. Or like, I mean, if you're in P2 and you've got an optimistic Max Verstappen to your left, if we think about Abu Dhabi last year,
that's
like,
but like for the most
anything can
part,
happen.
you're gonna be
Anything can happen.
Yeah, no, it can. And you're. What happened with Lando? It wasn't his engine; it was his floor or something.
It
chassis.
was no, it wasn't. Yeah, it was a chassis issue. It was an oil leak. So
unfortunate. Okay, so let's hope that he doesn't have any more issues like that this season, and maybe Oscar can have one just to level things a bit. Okay, so next up we've got Neve, Kira, Lee, Tay, and Willow. What have they gone for?
So there is some red. Tay and Willow have gone for Charles. Lee has gone for Lando. Neve has gone for Oscar. And Kira has gone for Kimi Antonelli. And you know what? As much as I was doing my wildcard prediction, Kira was like, "You're gonna curse him," and Kira's predicted him in P3. So I don't know what accusations are going around here, but I feel like we're both doing the same thing here, kind of. Anyway,
Okay.
I do want Kimi to have a good weekend, though. He needs a good weekend, though podium might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I think he'll just be happy to not crash into anyone, and like bring home some points. That'll be a good weekend for him. So you can do it, Kimi. You can not crash.
Yeah.
Okay. P2. Let's move on. So, Immy, who have you gone for P2?
Oh wait, Neve says, Uno, what's your opinion on the sabotage at McLaren rumors? I have opinions on that.
McLaren's not sabotaging anyone. Like they've been so deliberate in not picking a favorite that the idea that someone would sabotage is, I mean, like McLaren's done. Look, McLaren doesn't have the cleanest hands in F1. They've done some like dodgy things in the past, but it was always to other teams, not to themselves. You know, it's just I don't see it happening. I really don't.
And like Zach literally looked like he needed to call a hotline. Like he was so depressed. which, you know, I completely understand it. Like, if for some reason he had orchestrated that car DNFing, I don't think he's that good of an actor. Like,
Yeah, and just, I mean, it's just no. Like, you're just
yeah,
not gonna
literally.
like, you're just, as a team, why would you do that? Why? Like, what do you gain from it? You look terrible because your car is sputtering along, like, with oil pouring out the back of it. It makes your team look shite. Everyone, if your two drivers are both in contention for a championship, that means your team is like the best of the best. You know, both drivers are at the top of their game. Why would you want to like change that narrative? McLaren wins the day regardless of which driver wins the championship. So why would you do anything to jeopardize that? Especially when you've got things like Crashgate in the past, where a team has deliberately sacrificed one driver to help another, and with like very serious consequences until they were zero consequences. But like,
Yeah.
it's just not something you would do. Like, it's just no. I could totally see like dodgy kick Sauber, like without any, if Audi didn't know about it, like doing something like that, or like and that's not to be mean to Sauber, but like with sponsors like that, you can never trust them. Okay. And I just, yeah, I can't see McLaren doing it. I'm sorry. It's just, it's inconceivable to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's really just like a lot of people need to sit back and watch older seasons and know their history. Like, a lot of the times, championships kind of do just have an edge of luck to them. It happens less nowadays. Cars are so much more reliable. But, like, sometimes the engines just go kaput, and that kind of screwed you out of a championship.
Mm.
And that's kind of the way of life. Like, it's unfortunate it's happened to Lando here, and he also had brake issues in China. But I feel like I see people going, oh, and he had these battery issues in Spa, not realizing that like everybody has those battery issues in Spa, and that wasn't to do with the car. That was to do with like the safety car periods and etc., and the track drying and whatever. Like, I feel like people look at offhand comments said over the radio and take them completely out of context instead of trying to look at the big picture a lot of the time. And I don't know, yeah, sometimes things just go wrong. And I
Yeah.
understand wanting to look for a culprit or a reason because it feels like super kind of unfair for
Mm.
it to happen to Lando like this and when he was running so securely in P2. But it's life.
I mean,
So
I would much prefer a narrative of like, there was complacency at McLaren because things had been going so well that they didn't do that extra check or something like that. I would believe,
yeah.
because to me, like, I've always said, like, incompetence is far more plausible than conspiracy. Like, and if someone went, you know, it's fine, we don't need to do it because we're fine, you know, that I would believe. And whether that someone who did that would be on Lando's side of the garage, you know. So again, it's just, it doesn't hold water for me.
Yeah.
People just can't handle with their faves losing. I mean, I'm people, I'll be honest, but
Me, I'm also people. I mean, if that had happened, if that had happened to Oscar and Orlando, I genuinely you wouldn't have heard from me for like a couple weeks.
Oh my God.
So
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It would have just been Lee hosting on Monday.
you were
I
taking a
would
leave of absence. I would have taken a leave of absence. Like,
I had to take a leave of absence because I was so angry over like Yuki, like what's just happened to his entire career. I was just like, I can't do this right now. I need a self-care day. So okay. But let's look to the future again, not last week. So podium P2, who you've got?
I have gone for Oscar Piastri. I'm sticking to my words. I said last week I wasn't going to
Oh,
predict him getting the win. And so I've stuck to it. And so here he is in P2, which is obviously where he finished last year. So let's have a P2 streak. Keep it up. Get that really weird trophy. It's a really weird trophy. I don't know how I feel about it. Have you seen the trophy?
No.
It looks
I'm
like
gonna
a
do
fish. I wish I put a picture of it on the stream, but I didn't. But it's like a weird fish with
Oh,
like yeah.
what the what?
I know.
Chimera,
I
a
missed
mythological
Monster.
creature formed from different animals, symbolizing utopia and the pursuit of the impossible.
I don't know,
It's a
man.
peregrine. It's a peregrine falcon, a
Oh, I like
sailfish,
it.
and the cheetah.
What? Where does the cheetah
So
come
they're all
into
the
it?
fastest animals. The falcon
Uh,
is the fastest animal by air. The sailfish, the fastest animal by sea, and the cheetah, the fastest animal by land. So I mean, okay, fair enough. But it looks hideous. You
yeah.
know?
Okay. So the thought process behind it. Oh my god, Neve says the trophy looks like an IUD. The thought process behind it, that's actually really, really cool. The execution, it looks like kind of a really weird alien creature. I don't know. I miss
Yeah,
the cool looking Monza trophies, like the ones
I'm
with the
not
big
seeing the
star.
cheetah. I'll be
No, I
honest.
know.
I can see the
I
sailfish. I can see the falcon. Its wings are on the top, and then its claws are on the bottom. Maybe from a side angle you can see the cheetah. I don't know. I'm not seeing the cheetah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I don't
it's
see
a
a
weird one.
cheetah. There's no cheetah here. This is all falcon fish. There's no cheetah in here. Anyway, on to more important things. I've predicted something different. I've gone for Charles Leclerc. I do think that the McLarens will just be that touch better. And that probably means that, again, I know I've said like Ferrari designs for Monza, so I do think Ferrari will be strong, but I think McLaren will just have the edge. So, I mean, that probably gives away who my P1 is. But anyway, I'm going for Charles Leclerc. I think a pole and a P2 will be a very great result for Ferrari, given the season they've had. And yeah, I think they will be happy with that. I think Charles will be happy with that. And most importantly, I think the fans will be happy with that. So Charles
Well,
Leclerc.
it'll definitely be better than his Hungary outing. So that's for sure.
Yeah.
If he can at least stay on the podium.
Indeed. Okay, and then let's look at what everyone else has said. So Neve and Lee have gone for Lewis Hamilton. Now, I would love that. I'm just not very optimistic at the moment. So like
yeah, let us think. He has that 5-place grid penalty. And he has been good at making up positions in the races, but like what's the best he's qualified? P4? I don't remember. I feel like not knowledgeable in this subject now. I haven't been keeping track of Lewis Hamilton's qualifying, but it's never been like record setting, you know? Maybe he's had a top 3, but then even then that would be like P8 with the penalty. Because, you know, the only way to really get around that is qualifying on pole. But it would suck if he had a pole and then it dropped him back to... There's like no way to win. So Ferrari's going to have to cook up some really, really good strategy to get him on the podium. But who knows? Maybe something will happen.
You know, there's actually like a bit of an echo in that, because Michael Schumacher, when he came back after his like brief retirement of like a couple years, I think it was 3 years he retired for, and then he came back with Mercedes. He actually did put it on pole, but had a grid penalty, so had to so he lost that position, and everyone was like, "What could have been?" Because I want to say it was Monaco, which kind of implies he could have won it. You know, it's very long ago. I can't remember the exact race, but I think it was Monaco, and it's just like if that echoed with Lewis, that would be very sad, because you know he's also 7-time champion. Michael was a former Ferrari driver. He's a current Ferrari driver. Like, it's like poetry. It kind of rhymes, but not in the good way. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, Neve says her reasoning is Forza Ferrari, which, you know,
Fair
is
enough.
always a respectable choice.
Yes, we shall Forza, and we shall not apologize for it until the results. Okay. Kira also agrees with me and says Charles Leclerc. So yeah, as we're saying, we're Forzaing hard. And then Tay and Willow have gone for Lando, which I think Lando would be happy with the P2. Obviously, especially if Oscar's not ahead of him, he'll be ecstatic with a P2. And
well, yeah.
But let's actually see if Oscar will be ahead of him, because we know Emmy hasn't gone for Oscar. But what has everyone else gone for?
Okay, well,
Lewis Hamilton, right, Emmy? Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's totally what's happened. So I've predicted Charles Leclerc for first place, and so, like I said, my thought process here is that I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, so at least one of my eggs is right. So I'm thinking he's either going to get pole or the win. I feel like it probably won't be both. It's probably more likely to be pole than the win. Maybe it'll be. I'm looking for like a right podium, wrong order. To be honest with you, I just wanted to spice it up. Like, I needed to dilute the papaya that was happening over here. Like, so
Fair
I've gone. You know, it's Monza. I might as well branch out. Charles, you better win it.
My sister will be very happy if that happens. So I will be. I mean, in terms of like the second annual Traffic Paradise Radio Competition Prediction Points Championship thing, I hope that you're wrong. But for the sake of my sister, I hope you're right. But I've gone a slightly different direction. I've said, surprise, surprise, it's going to be Oscar Piastri, which I don't think I've predicted him winning for a while now.
No, you often go for Lando, which makes I feel like, given the situation, why didn't you pick Lando?
Maybe, you know, my predictions tend not to. I mean, I got 0 points last week, so hopefully I can continue. Yeah. And Lando will win the whole thing, and Oscar will like have a puncture on like the final lap and end up like in 10th place. We can dream. So
I'm not dreaming about that. That's for sure.
That's a nightmare for Emmy. But yeah, so no, I mean, look, he's in great form, and I'm sure he's going into this weekend like breathing a sigh of relief that he's got this much bigger lead in the championship now, and I think that will translate into confidence on track. He'll be less likely to be conservative because he has that freedom now. You know, he can literally DNF. Lando can win it and he will still be ahead. And that's kind of where you want to be in a championship. So I think he's going to have a lot more he's going to be less conservative basically, and he's going to go for it. And so, yeah, I think I can totally see him winning here in Monza.
I mean, I think even before the DNF for Lando, Zandvoort was a big weekend for Oscar in terms of momentum, just because last year it was a track that Lando was really good at and Oscar struggled at. Like, the gap in quali between them, I think, was half a second.
Yeah.
So, like, and that's kind of insane. Like, that's massive. And so for Oscar to be able to take that and turn it around, basically gain half a second on him, is good, because, like, I mean, in like a championship battle, there are always tracks where you expect one driver to be better than the other, and maybe it's okay if this is a track where you're finishing behind them because they're so good. And I feel like tracks like Zandvoort maybe are one of Lando's, and so it was good for Oscar to gain points there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking now, a little bit off topic, but like, we Forza'd so hard this week, and Loca's not even here to see it. It's very sad.
Oh my god.
Like, Loca, this was your weekend. Yeah. Okay, but anyway. So let's see if anyone else Forza'd as close to the sun as Emmy did.
No.
Nope.
No one did. But also, only Neve predicted Lando winning. This is the recency bias. Like, Jesus Christ.
Really?
Everyone else has gone for Oscar.
Yeah.
Which, given maybe Oscar mugged Lando a bit at Monza last year. Was this also the birth of Papaya Rules? Or was that earlier? I don't remember.
I can't
Oh no, I feel
remember.
like it was happening. It was after Hungary, wasn't it?
I can't remember when we first heard the phrase papaya rules, but
It
just,
might have been Monza.
yeah.
But oh God, what a phrase. What
Yeah,
a
Zeph
phrase.
says it was Hungary.
Okay, yeah.
I
Well,
think.
it's been with us
Yeah. It's
for
been a
like
year.
a year now. It's been a year.
Mm.
We've had a year of the existence of papaya rules, a phrase that is not in the Bible.
No.
Like, oh, but hey, the papaya rules this year have been good. I've appreciated McLaren giving them a fair fight and letting them fight each other. So
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of orange, one Lando, and I think I can't honestly remember the last time we had someone other than the orange people on in a prediction for first place, with maybe like the odd Max thrown in, but for
yeah,
the most part, it's been like orange, 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 orange. So
it's
thank you
also
for at
been a
least.
long time since somebody other than a McLaren won. Has it been like? Was it like Canada or it might have been Canada?
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So there you go. But more importantly, what's happening with the wild cards? Because that's always more exciting.
okay. So my wildcard prediction, famously, Kira said that I'm jinxing him. So I don't know. We'll see how that holds up. I have predicted Kimi has a good weekend, which to me means P8 or higher.
Okay.
Finish in a respectable position in the points. Have a no mess weekend. I feel like that also constitutes no penalty, right? Just keep the car on the road, don't get in trouble. I think it's a pro for him that he was able to serve his penalties last time, because otherwise that would have rolled over and affected him this weekend. But I think he needs a no mess weekend. Like, and he's been unlucky in the past, but this was really getting 15 seconds worth of penalties, DNFing a driver. It was messy. So he needs a good one. And I think he can have a good one. Truly. I'm not here like I see people on social media being like, he's the worst rookie, he's awful, yada yada. Like, no, I think he's just under a lot more pressure than the other rookies. There's a difference being put in like a top team car from the start and having to prove yourself. And he's already done that. He's had a podium. But I think he needs a good weekend.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah. I hope it goes well for him. Shame. He needs a bit of a confidence boost. So Zeph says Jacques Villeneuve was hard about him in FP1. Jacques Villeneuve is just in general a horrible human being.
He's so
I
evil.
do not know why Sky or F1 TV. I don't know who keeps inviting him, but they need to stop.
Sky.
Yeah,
I'm pretty certain it's Sky.
You have Jensen Button. Like, just speak to him. Like, he beat Jacques Villeneuve, so rather just speak to him. He's got more talent. And
you know that Max Verstappen quote?
We can't say that on here. That's so mean, but it's so funny. Okay, say it. Say it.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
No, we can't. It's so wrong. So wrong.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's the best quote. Full stop.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful quote. If you know, you know. But yeah,
I mean,
this
past weekend, Jacques Villeneuve said they should get rid of the mirrors on the cars.
Like what? Like, rely on the engineer, but then also that was because the engineer didn't say something, and like, I don't know, Yuki wasn't looking in his mirrors or something, and it's like, rely on the engineer. No, what do you mean? People make mistakes. I feel like I don't know why they keep bringing Jax back. Not to go back on another fat tangent. We've been doing that all stream, but like, he's just isn't pleasant to listen to.
No, he's like
he's just really vile.
Rosberg, Zeph says, Rosberg has the outspokenness I think that they like in Villeneuve, but he's not a dick. Absolutely.
Yes.
Rosberg he's kind of like got no filter, but he's not a horrible person. You know, he's got no filter, but it's always interesting, and he's always like, yeah, as you say, Zeph, he's got a lot more insight. And I feel like Villeneuve has very little insight, but just a whole lot of like just horridness.
He's just always contrary as well. Like if somebody says something, he'll say the opposite. I feel like he just likes to stand out, have a quote, you know, like, and I mean, there is something to be said, you know, he is an F1 champion, but he's an F1 champion from ages ago. Like having Rosberg,
and
he won it in 2016.
He's an F1 champion by default because he didn't actually win the championship. Michael Schumacher's points were taken away from him, and therefore Jacques Villeneuve won the championship. It's perfectly possible he could have won it on his own steam, but like he didn't win the championship in a way that most people win a championship. Okay. So let's just be very real about that.
Yes.
And he got absolutely, I'm going to say it again, he got absolutely clobbered by Jenson Button when Jenson was like in his second year or something of racing. So let's just please. Let's, you know, really. And Jensen has raced with like Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso. And yeah, it's been touch and go. Sometimes one was better than the other, but he always held his own, you know. And he completely demolished Jacques Villeneuve. So it's not even close.
Yeah.
So bring Nico in, bring Jensen in, leave the angry Canadian man at home.
I don't know. Sometimes just like have the Sky commentators, like they aren't racing drivers, but they're good at being somewhat pleasant to listen to. Like, and when you're forced to sit there and listen to them for an hour of free practice when not a lot's happening, it's so much nicer to listen to a pleasant person not saying mean things all the time.
Yeah, that does not apply to Karun Chandok, but anyway.
Oh, yes, no, count him out. But
yeah, okay. I like when the ladies are there, when they just have the ladies. Yeah. That's my favorite time. I was like, yeah. Give me Bernie, give me all of them. Like, I love it.
Bernie's genuinely the best.
Yeah.
Such a good addition. Like,
and have Martin Brundle on trackside, like talking about the cars coming past, because he always likes that. And it's always a good little like tidbit from him. But for the most part, like just let the ladies do it, honestly. They're just so much better at it. But anyway. Okay. So on to other things. I'm gonna pull up a few stats, okay? In 2021 at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, Yuki Tsunoda did not start the race. Okay. In 2022, he finished the race, but in P14. Okay. So not a great finish. In 2023 at Monza, Yuki did not start. Okay. He got through, his car packed up on the formation lap. So it was horrid. Okay. And then last year, he retired from the race. Okay. So he has raced at Monza. Well, technically, he's only raced twice because the other two times he didn't start. And his best result there is P14. And after last year's Italian Grand Prix, Yuki Tsunoda tweeted, "One day, Monza will love me back." And it is my prediction, nay, it is my absolute, I am begging, Monza, please, reciprocate the love, bro. Like, it's not that hard. Don't be a cunt. Like, just be nice. It's okay. So, my prediction is that Monza will finally reciprocate Yuki Tsunoda's love, and he will have a good weekend. Now, I'm just going to leave it at that because Monza is so bad.
Like finishing.
I mean, obviously, at Monza, yeah, finishing is great, but he will have a weekend where he just looks good. Okay, like where he's able to show his true potential, show his true performance, and not look like the lost soul that he has been lately. And I know he got into the points in last weekend, and like it was kind of overshadowed by everything that happened with Isaac, but he did have a tremendous race. He had amazing overtakes. He defended like a champion, and I do hope that that will translate into a better weekend for him here. So for me, I would say if he does equals or does better than last week, I will consider it to be Monza showing him some love for once.
Okay.
And yeah. And also he did also have like that weird, I still don't 100% understand it, but he had like a technical issue with his car during the safety car period, and it did hinder him slightly. So the fact that he was able to still come home in the points, even though there were a whole bunch of people ahead of him that retired, that happened. But, he also had his own issues, and he was able to overcome them to finish the race in the points. So, yeah, I do think that his form is back, and I feel like he does understand the car better. And so I do hope it will translate into a solid performance from him this weekend.
In a sort of similar vein to you, Zephyr said Monza finally loves Yuki back, and he gets a top 5 finish. So that's sort of a bit more optimistic. But given how much bad luck he has accrued, I feel like all the good luck should sort of just happen now.
Yeah.
Get it all on the Sunday. But yeah. And now, when you look at everybody else's predictions.
So please. No. Okay. Oh, I see a Yuki, and he looks slightly happy. So
Neve's prediction is Yuki finishes the race.
Oh my god. Any race other than Monza, I would call that prediction out. I would say it's not good enough. But at Monza, that is a pretty good prediction. So thank you, Neve. We'll take it. It is acceptable.
Kira has predicted Haas double points finish, which, given their weekend out last time, I feel like they're normally quite bad in quali, but somehow they end up like pulling off a strategy masterclass and also being in the right place at the right time and getting 2 cars in the points, which, what? Good for them. Like, that's strategic. Congratulations. And Lee has predicted Franco Colapinto getting a points finish.
Colapinto.
Yeah, Cola points, Lee said. Yeah. He was P11 last time, so he's right at the edge. It definitely should happen before the end of the year, but I don't know if it's enough, Yeah. Tay has predicted that Gabriel Bortoleto will make it to Q3, which I think with Sauber somehow they're either both out in Q1 or one of the cars is the pace for Q3, and it's it's a gamble. But it's a very different track, Monza is to Zandvoort, and so hopefully that means they won't both be out Q1 again. And then finally, Willow has predicted double Alpine.
Oh my god, I can guess this prediction. Hold on, wait. Pierre and Franco are getting married. Is that the prediction? Going by the picture.
Yeah, I think that's when they went to I actually don't remember a film festival or something. I just wanted a picture with both of them, and they went a lot.
Probably so
they're in suits. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. They're in suits. They're in suits for their double points finish because Alpine have not had one this year. So it's a special occasion. Yeah. So both Willow and Lee are kind of rooting for the same thing here. We'll see.
Yeah. I just realized that that second garage at Alpine has had more drivers than points. So. Yukir divorce is finalized, so he's moving on with a younger man. Yeah. Ain't that always the case? So tragic. Okay. So those are our wild card predictions for the Monza Italian Grand Prix. Any final thoughts, Immy?
My final thought:
what is that?
Ferrari have finally given us an interesting special livery. Who could have guessed? Finally, it's the time. Every time they've done a special livery, it's been like, and we've changed the color and the font of the numbers on the front of the car. This time, the color and the font of the numbers, there's a big strip of white on the back. The wheel hubs are different, and it's all celebrating Niki Lauda. So very nice livery. I am very happy with it, because wasn't it for Monza last year? They had a carbon sort of race suit, and then they made the numbers black on the car or something stupid. It's just dumb. I mean, I think their race suit's going to be like blue or something, or they just have special blue shirts. It was one or two. I don't understand the blue. Why blue at Monza? But I'm very happy with the livery. I think for once it looks super clean. It looks nice. I like the incorporation of the yellow, the red, a bit of white. It's beautiful. Zeph says HP sponsor, and alas, it's all HP's fault, isn't it? At the end of the day, always. That's why there's all the blue.
I wanted to ask: you said it was for Niki Lauda?
Yeah.
Didn't he always used to wear a red hat?
I think so. It's celebrating 50 years since Niki Lauda's first world title for the team in the 312T.
Because I was like, I think he always wore a red hat, and so I would have like inverted the colors. I would have done the white bit in red and the rest of it white to like imply the red hat. But that's just me.
But you know what? It's supposed to be. I don't know if I can copy an image. Let me try. Okay, wait. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, Neve said he certainly always wore a red hat when he worked with Merck.
Okay, wait for this clutch moment.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
This is the car. This is the car he won the championship in.
That car looks so funny.
I know, but this is the car.
What is that?
He won the championship in. I think.
Okay. I get what they're going for. Fair enough.
So that's it. It looks like that car basically, but like on a modern one.
I can.
And the red is darker.
Did they do the red and green stripe?
Yeah, it's on there. It's just like this is. Ooh, didn't mean to do that. This is super zoomed out. You have to like. It's by the HP, like, and by the roll hoop.
Oh, okay. That's cool then. I didn't even know they had done this. Like, I think I've just been avoiding social media lately.
Well, I think the tweet announcing it came out like 9 minutes before we started. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, that would explain why I haven't seen it. It's Ferrari tweeted it, you say?
Well, I saw it from a reporter, but I think it's pretty sick. That car is funny looking.
Have a look. Oh yeah. They've got the little green. Okay, yeah, I see what they did. It's very nice. I like it. It's nice. It's a nice tribute.
Yeah, it's nice. This livery has like direction and thought behind it, and not let's do. I mean, maybe there was thought behind the sort of carbon fiber situation last year, but I just thought it looked kind of silly. So
I didn't hate it, but I just feel like they're always very conservative with their liveries, and I just wish that one day they would just go yellow or something fun.
It was like
invert the color scheme, make it yellow.
When they were teasing the Miami livery last year, and everybody thought it was going to be full blue cars, and then it was like a stripe and the wheel hubs. Like, that was it.
Yeah, it looked so bad.
Yes, this is somewhat more interesting, that's for sure.
And you know what, as well, like as much as I hate like the HP logo all over this car, like it actually doesn't look bad here. Like it suits it. You know, it doesn't look like it's just been pasted on. That's like there's some thought in how it's been placed here with the white background and everything. Like I think it looks a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks pretty solid. I'm really happy with this livery. If they'd come out with something like this at the start of the year, like that would have been great. But no, it's okay.
Okay. So that was our predictions for the 2025 Italian Grand Prix. Please, if you enjoyed this stream, leave us a like and subscribe, and maybe just like share it if you really love it. Like share it on your socials, because we get very few views, so it would be nice to get like maybe 2 more. That would be nice.
We're in a battle with the YouTube algorithm, and we're losing.
Yes.
So it's not going very
generally
well.
We only get views like as it's live streaming, and then no one sees it after that. So if you can share it,
this is a development within the last like 2 weeks. It's like
it's
we
very
post
good.
for summer break, and they said
so,
die. We will not give you any views.
God forbid you have a holiday. You know? So thank you again for tuning in. We will have you can chat to us on Discord. Discord's kind of quiet at the moment, but we are there, and if you message, we will reply. And you can also find us on Twitter at Traffic Paradiso, and a bunch of other socials too. If you care to join us there, you can have a look in the description, and all the links will be there. And also, we will be back on Monday to do the reaction episode to the Italian Grand Prix. So make sure you tune in then. It will be the same time as this one, I assume.
Always the same time.
So yeah. It's the only time that works, because we're like spread across different continents and time zones. So this is generally the only time that works. It's when I'm getting home from school. From school. It sounds like I still go to school. Like I work at a school. It's when I'm getting home from work, and Immy's like I think waking up, basically. Yeah. It's a very bizarre thing, but it's the only time that works for us. So hopefully it works for you too, and we'll see you there. But other than that, all that's left to say is have a good rest of your day or night. Bye-bye.
Bye.